I'm Craig. This is Cole.
What's going on, guys?
I almost called you Craig.
This is Craig and Cole. Cole, Craig. C squared.
C squared, I like that. Take 8, because I suck. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Death by Booze. For everyone that's new to the channel, I'm Craig. This is Cole.
What's going on, guys?
If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. It drives our videos up to the top. It helps us out. But we got some exciting stuff coming. Day 6 of the Rail from Hell build. So today we are going to do all the lattice work to tie this frame all together, make it structurally sound, and get the blocks out from underneath it, at least in the middle. And then we're gonna start suspending the front end and get that bolted up. So, are you ready, Cole?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. All right, so we got the first 2 cross braces in, and we're just gonna carry on and keep doing what we're doing. But here's the first cross braces, this one and that one. Cole's setting in the second one here, and he's gonna tack that in. I'm making the mirror image over there, and we're just gonna continue through. This shouldn't take too long, hopefully, to get all these tacked in and ready to go, and then we'll concentrate on the front. You ready for this?
Yeah, buddy.
It's looking good.
I love it.
I like this lattice frame, it looks cool.
It's gonna look sick in the fact that it's gonna allow it to be so much lighter.
Yeah.
That's what's really cool.
Yeah.
So.
Hey Cole, go look down through the front of this thing and see how it looks now with all this tubing in.
Oh, dude.
It feels like it's whole now.
Look at this. Here, let me see real fast since I'm over here. It's even pretty dang symmetrical. Well, obviously it's symmetrical. We're measuring everything, but right?
Yeah.
Duh, it should look symmetrical. But yeah, that just looks sick. I mean, hell yeah. Here, take it, Craig. Look at the back. Go from the back side and see what it looks like.
So start from front here. Don't mind the jack. We're about to put some weight on this thing, on the
Get
frame.
those freaking boards out from underneath it.
Yeah.
Finally.
So all the lattice work is done.
It's not like 100% welded up, but the exterior is welded up pretty nice. We just need to get the inside finished up. But
so we're probably gonna add one more right here to tie these 2 in. It was kind of hard to do because you can't go over the top of this bolt or else you won't be able to get it out.
yep.
So we had to figure out a different way, and that's gonna work out pretty well. So we're about to drop some weight. We're gonna take out the boards underneath the motor, and the boards underneath the transmission. We'll just leave those 2x4s back there underneath the cradle,
Yeah.
and that's gonna put all the weight on the frame now. Because then the next thing we want to do is start working on that front end, but we need the weight of it to see how much weight that puts on the front end, so we can adjust the springs as necessary. We might disable one spring altogether or whatnot, because in the end this thing's gonna set on the ground and it's gonna have airbags and air shocks, you know, whatever we choose it's on. Yeah, and it's gonna hold it up. So we're about to do this thing.
Let's do it right now.
All right. Yep, go ahead and jack it up, Cole.
Okay.
And then just a little bit.
Just a smidge.
Just get those boards out.
On just a little bit.
Yeah, see if those boards will slide out.
A little more.
Yeah.
Those front wheels are gonna.
Yeah.
You got them on there for mock-up purposes. You got that?
Yeah. Oh, she's just tipping.
She's just tipping.
Yeah, might have to pick it
Yeah, I'll probably go in the center.
if you can, or go further in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Harbor
Jeez.
Freight Jack. Let me get the hammer.
I got a hammer for that.
Hang on. It goes sideways and the pin hits the side frame.
Yeah,
Right there, see that? Harbor Freight Jack.
Oh yeah. There it is.
Alright, so just go underneath here deeper. You're not gonna fit.
There it goes.
Just see if that's enough.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Hopefully that doesn't just tip the car sideways.
Watch that tire. Here it goes, it's rolling.
Okay.
Okay. It's tipping, but you might be able to get it out. There it is.
Bingo. And then grab those guys out of there. Oh, we need to keep that other one back in there.
The middle one?
Yeah.
Here. Let's do this. I'll center it.
You're not gonna move that
No,
one.
I'm not gonna move it. Here, let's do this.
Yep, just put that one back underneath to where it was, and that's all we need.
Okay.
And that's
Now
gonna, That's gonna put the full weight of this engine on the frame.
Yep. And what's cool is, well, it's already on there now.
Yep.
So what's cool though, the reason why we have to have those underneath on the subframe is because we're on suspension right now.
Yeah.
So it would just sag down to the concrete. So here we go. First time.
Yeah. There we go. We got all probably
that took a while.
600 pounds sitting on the frame now.
How freaking sick is that?
Let's see.
Ready?
You want to record over here and see how much it flexes? I don't feel.
I ain't gonna flex.
There ain't no flex.
No, that thing's.
That's solid.
Dude. So the only thing that's flexing is that stupid mesh wire we're cutting out of there.
Oh yeah, here.
That's the center bar that we're cutting out.
That's
too.
solid.
Yeah, go again. Yeah, that's. There's nothing, and once we get the cab finished up, it's gonna be even stronger. So.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Cool. So we're gonna start on the front now. Hey Cole, can you come over here and are you able to hop inside and jump a little bit? There we go,
So,
without falling.
Look at this. So the weight's on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, weight's on it. So what we're gonna do here, there's a spring in each one of these. They're torsion springs. So it's basically a rod that's twisting to make a spring within here. They sell kits for drop kits, but we also need this thing to sit on the ground. But we're gonna put air shocks here so they're not noticeable.
right.
So I'm gonna cut these notches out. These notches are holding that spring in place. I'm just gonna cut those notches out, take that bolt out, and it should disable this spring. So this spring's the only one holding up the car, and hopefully the weight will let this thing drop to the ground like we want.
Well, and another thing to think about too, this is a Volkswagen, or front end. So the way that car's weight distribution is, yes, the motor's in the back, but the
sheet metal
further forward, there's more sheet metal, there's body weight, and this has no weight really, to be honest. So if we reduce it by 50%, we'll see if it's too much. It might be too much, but it might not be, and we might be right where we want to be, to be honest. Because if we reduce it by 50%, it might react and respond more correctly, as well as sit at the height that you want it at. So.
And then once we get this established right here, then we're gonna have to remake the front end so it attaches correctly. We're just mocking up at this point on the front end.
Yep. And as you can see though, so we obviously, if you could see, I don't know if we've gone over this before, but this one that little cup used to actually connect up here.
Yep.
And now we're completely dropped below it so we can get the correct ride height, because it's not an off-road machine anymore, it's a street machine.
Yep. So we basically rose this guy up to drop the frame of the car down.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of all this lower stuff. We're gonna have to repipe it all, new tubing, so we can reattach the top and the bottom. That will look a lot better than it does now.
Way cleaner.
Yep.
Get some of that other junk out of there and make it nice and fresh.
All right, so I got it all cut out. And you see right here, it has these dimples that fit into these dimples here. And then this bolt right here that goes into that hole. So now this lower spring is now disabled. So this is the one that's gonna be holding all the weight now. So let's give this thing a try and see what happens. See that turn in there? Let's see it. Let me jack it back up. Now it's pivoting, so now it's officially disabled. So I'm gonna get these wood blocks out of here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set her down and see how far it goes. Still, it's a lot softer.
Whoa, a lot softer.
There we go. It touched the ground and it stayed. That's a lot closer, so for this upper one, we're gonna get an adjuster kit that adjusts the alignment of this, so then it adjusts the ride height. So this is exactly what we needed to make it work. So all we gotta do is patch this up.
What?
Yeah, that worked out pretty well.
It did.
And then looking here, we're not gonna hit the bottom outs, which is good. And now our arms are facing up, and at ride height, they were actually level. So this is working out very well. All right, guys, let me show you what we did to this thing. So front end is now suspended. It is actually off the ground.
Hell yeah. Look at this. It actually has some type of a suspension to it.
Yep.
Which is pretty freaking cool. Considering it's been on blocks.
Right, now it's finally floating like it should be.
Yes.
So cutting this out worked out perfect. It clocked itself. Need to get a lowering kit for here. There's a kit they sell that you cut this out and it replaces this, and then it's adjustable to adjust that spring, so we can get this thing set in exactly the way we want it, and then we'll get air springs to lift and lower the car. We're gonna have to redo this entire tubing and everything because the steering is running right into here now that this thing's sitting at ride height. Got all the lattice work done. Look at all that. It actually looks complete now as far as the frame, and it is structurally sound. It doesn't bow, doesn't twist, nothing. So that's all done. So let us know what you guys think in the comments.
Yes.
Yeah, this thing's coming together. We're both pretty damn excited about it.
Oh yeah. It's cool because the garage door is open periodically when we're welding and whatnot, and people walk by constantly and they're like, "Oh my God, this thing's freaking sick! What are you doing?" And so it's catching people's attention. They're like, "Is it really gonna be that low?" Yeah, yes it is.
31 inches tall.
So we're gonna prove it right now. So it's sitting on the ground, which is cool, right? So we can now actually show you what the ride height's gonna be, or the roof height's gonna be.
Yep.
There it is. There's 31 right there.
31. It's just a touch over.
Yep. And this is at ride height. So we're gonna be able to set it on the ground most likely if it all works out.
That's 3.5 inches.
That's 3.5 inches. Marshall, be honest, sub 30 inches.
Yeah.
You're looking at this like we joked before, like the GT40 gets its name because it's 40 inches high. Well, GT30. Just kidding. But
with an LS, you know.
with an LS, yes. But yeah, and what's really cool too is now we can have now the motor's resting in the cradle that we made for it. So it all worked out great, and it is solid. We were jumping around on it and moving it around and kicking it and whatever. And it is solid. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's actually on the ground. It gives you that feeling you want to push it around a little bit because you're like, it's damn near a roller, but it's not quite there yet.
We can honestly probably shove a 2x4 from here to here and there to there, and we can roll this thing around if we wanted to.
We did want to sit there and roll it out into the sun so we could actually get some better pictures and just get a feel for it, really, because it's just been in the garage this entire time.
Yeah.
So now we get it outside, and I really can't wait to see what it's like when you drive up to a car show in this, like before we deliver it.
Yeah.
I want to see people's reaction because it is very different. You don't see cars this freaking low, right? It's a death cart. People know about death carts. You can call it that if you want. I mean, it fits the bill, but you don't see them this low.
No.
Low, yes. Ground clearance, yes, I get it, but not the roof height.
No.
That's the lowness I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is, it brings a whole new meaning to low. And yes, there are rat rods that are super low. I know, I get it, but it's just like, and this is a rat rod, so to speak. But yeah, man, just this low, that is wicked.
Hell yeah. But we're gonna end it off there, guys. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe.
Yep.
And check us out next time.
See you guys.